Welcome back, everyone. Spoiler review of episode 14. Yep, 14th episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch on Disney Plus, the third to last episode of season 1. My name is Max Dinenberg. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel or just checking out this video for the very first time or anything like that, please, guys, leave a like. That's the best way to support this channel. The thumbs up button below the screen. Comment down below your thoughts on this episode. Tell me this one of your favorite, least favorite of the season, and tell me your spoiler predictions for these last two episodes. Also, please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to the channel. I do these reviews every single week, movie reviews, other TV show reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown show. Let's talk about The Bad Batch. So this episode, I was really disappointed with episode 13 because of how much I loved episode 12, setting up a potential 4-episode arc, which obviously did not happen. 13 was one of the more filler, not talked about episodes of the entire season so far. One of my least favorite, maybe my least favorite episode of the show thus far. So it was kind of great that it feels like it was very main story of this episode. I really did love this episode for the most part. This episode is about a clone who is Gregor from the Clone Wars. He is captured by the Empire. He was set to train the new replacements who are we learn are the stormtroopers. Then he felt like he was doing something wrong, left, was captured by the Empire, and he is in prison. And Rex calls on the Bad Batch to get him out of this prison, this Imperial prison. So it is a mission that they do go on, even though they said they're in the middle of a mission with Sid. They go off to save Rex because of how they saved Echo with no intel and no information about what's going to happen. They still go after this clone. So it is Tech, Hunter, and Echo that go after Gregor, and it is Omega and Wrecker who stay on the ship and wait for the call of the Bad Batch. And you get a lot of callbacks here to the New Hope, not just music, but a lot of New Hope isms when they're walking around the facility. It feels like very much like Obi-Wan sneaking around the Death Star in A New Hope. And that feeling really comes out in this episode. This really did feel like the original trilogy, really the first time in this type of animation like Clone Wars or Bad Batch that you feel like we're heading into the original trilogy. Obviously, Clone Wars and this was very much prequel era lore. We're finally getting to the transition of clones to stormtroopers has been one of my favorite world building aspects of the entire show. The Republic and Empire transition just doesn't happen easily, and it can't happen easily. And what this show has done a great job of explaining why are clones not needed by the Empire anymore and how that transition is going, seen throughout the entire galaxy. And do all clones just get killed, or do they also have to figure out the chip thing? And it seems like a lot of the clones started off a couple episodes ago with one of the general clones on Ryloth, Hauser, sorry, I was trying to think of his name, Hauser, how some clones are not just in the Order 66 mindset. They are figuring out other ways how to bring their mind back to the normal self. And some of them are rebelling and some are not. And that is the really interesting point of the season. So Gregor obviously rebelled. That did not work out for them. So once Hunter, the three of them, they get Gregor, they're running away. We keep learning that these are not clones. We saw one of them get, blasted. And we saw that they took off one of the masks, and it's not a clone. They're just people who are volunteering across the galaxy because they pledged themselves to the Empire, and how that's becoming more useful than clones. And the clones are the ones training these people, and then the clones are going to be dispersed. At the same time, we keep cutting back to Kamino. We get the Prime Minister and the lead doctor, Lama Su, in Kamino. They are about trying to flee Kamino. They know that their time is up with the Empire. The Empire has canceled all of their contracts, as has been revealed. Lama says that there should be other clients, and the Prime Minister said that this is not the Republic anymore. The Empire is totally different. We can't do this. So we go off this episode with that in mind. So we go back with Kamino and this planet trying to get Gregor out. So they keep trying to get people. Omega drives the ship over. Echo and Tech get on the ship. It is down to Hunter and Gregor. Gregor gets on the ship. Hunter grabs the end of the ship and falls out of the ship. And a really heartbreaking, like, oh my God, is Hunter dead here? Hunter falls off. Hunter is basically captured by the Empire, says, you guys have to leave without me, as they are getting chased by Imperial ships. And the rest of the Bad Batch, Echo, Omega, Tech, and Wrecker leave Hunter on this planet. Gregor leave Hunter here on this planet. They're going to come back for him at a later time. And the ending scene is Hunter in his prison cell, and it is Crosshair who says that I really wanted the batch as a whole, but you're good enough for me. And that's how the episode ends for me. The world building this episode, the New Hope vibes of this episode was really thrilling. Again, the learning of how these clones are being treated post Revenge of the Sith is really fascinating to look at, and how the Empire is using them. The Prime Minister is killed at the end of this episode behind closed doors, and the Empire General, whoever is there, who we've been seeing the entire series, he is recruiting Lama Su to be a doctor for the Empire and probably work with Palpatine in some form of way. So for me, guys, I really did enjoy this episode from start to finish. I really did enjoy the episode. One of my favorite episodes of the show, especially coming off such a disappointing episode 13. I am so excited now to get into the Crosshair Hunter drama, and also just get the whole Bad Batch involved here for these last 2 episodes. So next 2 Fridays, I'll be on this channel giving you my spoiler review of the Bad Batch. So please like the video, guys, if you like the Bad Batch spoiler reviews. Like the video, subscribe to all those things. One more review coming today. I am seeing The Green Knight tonight. I'll be reviewing that here on the channel. Jungle Cruise review, that will be also be coming down the line. Also, my box office breakdown shows on Monday. Those are the next 3 videos coming for the channel. I'll see you guys then.